G'day, my name's Brando and this is a little story of my journey up north to Cowberry with my partner Tabby.
See, I think I drowned the other day.
Our story begins in our hometown of Armidale, where there are plenty of things to do and see. And on that bombshell, here we go! So our first stop was approximately 120 kilometres north of Perth in a small coastal town called Northampton. We were stoked to get out of the car and finally stretch our legs.
Brandy and Tabby's travel vlog, episode 1. What time did we leave this morning? Can't remember. I reckon we left about 8:30. We left at 8:30, and that's all we got so far. But we're in Lantern, about to go sandboarding. The end.
So we passed this funny looking four-wheel drive and made our way straight to the dunes.
And it breaks my heart every day, seeing things that I wish weren't going on. But before I can give you depth, there's 6 or 7 seas left between who I am and who I will become.
So it took a little bit of convincing, but Tabby finally decided to give it a red hot crack.
You're gonna have the sandiest ring home. Get up.
She thoroughly regretted her decision. After about 3 hours, we decided to call it quits because Tabby was knackered, not me.
Good idea, Tab. Keep up your fluids on a hot day like this. Righto, so we just finished up at the sand dunes here in Lantern. What do you got to say about it, Tabby? What do you reckon? She's tired from running up. I think that's what she's trying to say. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Not impressed whatsoever.
With that, one hangry Tabby and one zonk Brando were on the way to destination number 2, Jurien Bay, which is around 100 kilometres north of Lantern, but not before a couple of sneaky little stops along the way, of course. So he decided to hook a right down Pinnacles Drive, and you wouldn't read about it. Turns out it takes you to the Pinnacles. Seeing the Pinnacles is something Tabby and I have always wanted to do together, and we were rapt we finally got the chance to do so. Gee whiz, I think one of us might have spent a bit too much time out in the sun because we were making some pretty questionable dad jokes.
Tab, look at the stones on it.
What do you reckon, Tab?
I reckon we've reached the pinnacle of our little road trip.
These absolute giants have been around for about 25 and 35 days and form when the ocean receded, leaving limestone deposits behind. Yep, definitely too much so. The track around the outside of the Pinnacles is as safe as houses. Even if you bummed your mum's Hyundai Gets for the weekend, you'll be right as rain. So we were just about to get a wriggle on, and then a couple of the locals decided to come over and say g'day.
What's going on, Skip?
Next stop, Jurien Bay. Bargain! We were over the moon to finally make it to Jurien Bay, and we're stoked with our top spot cottage. I was a little too stoked if you ask me.
What do you reckon of our room, Tabs? Gonna give these guys a quick little walk around, see what you reckon, but she looks like a groovy little beach shack. Why the f*** over there? Because being next to it. What do you reckon, Tabby? Pretty lucky we came on a night where it was a full sun.
Bad end to a lovely day, I reckon.
Video log 3. It's about 8:30 in the morning. And while you're getting ready for, on the way to work and whatnot, me and Tabby are about to go. Where are we going, bud?
We are going to get breakfast and
Gonna
then
get brekkie.
we are going to make our way to Jurien Bay. Not to Jurien Bay, we're here now.
Already in Jurien Bay. Anyway, that's the end of video log 3.
So we busted out the old tripod and decided to get a couple of photos. We cannot wait to come back to Jurien Bay. It's bloody awesome. See you next time. So we decided to pull over for a little bit in Greenhead as we were both getting a bit peckish. And, hold on, what's this tosser doing?
Oh, you're wearing my shorts. So Brandon just called me a party pooper because I refused to walk up a bushy mountain that I swear I could hear snakes in, and I saw a snake hole in, and it said, it had signs up saying dangerous cave, dangerous coastline, everything. Wearing white shorts, not giving a crap about.
Ready?
Wait, Brandon, look out! That is so cool. So cool.
So unfortunately we got a bit lazy with finding things to do between Jurien Bay and Geraldton. I blame Tabby. But luckily we stumbled across a spot called Ellendale Pool, and let me tell you what a hidden gem she was. On the way back from Ellendale Pool, we stumbled across a few wind turbines, and they were bloody gigantic. We had no idea how big they were. Anyways, I'll leave you with that extraordinary fact while we crack on to Gerald.
I think we're at a crossroads, like my career is just a metaphor or something. Just tell the river it flows if you're gonna jump.
So we made it to our accommodation for the night, and we were both surprised to see that there were actual swans on our cheap motel room bed. Bargain!
I don't dig that. I care a lot about words, but I sit here, say nothing, avert my eye contact. Maybe we both got things that we didn't ask for.
So we were pretty tired from our big day of travelling, but we decided to go for a bit of a sunset walk along the beach before bed. We're glad we did, because we stumbled across this river mouth that opened out into the ocean. One of the locals was saying this happens once every 50 years, so we were rapt to see it. Get a load of this sunset, would ya? I reckon nothing compares to the beauty. Well, almost nothing.
Memories of windblown days, homemade, sleeping on a bed without a bed frame.
So the next morning, we checked out the War Memorial. It is right in the centre of town, on top of a hill, and overlooks the entire bay. We 100% recommend paying this spot a visit. We then headed off to somewhere very close to my heart, Northampton.
Glad that we gave it a go. I'm glad we didn't put it on hold, and well, did we?
So I don't know why, but the audio for some reason was destroyed in this video. But basically I was saying how Northampton is such a great town and everyone should visit there, and yeah.
Well, you're up north, you're a ham, you look like a Tom to me. I reckon this place is named after you, mate. What do you reckon?
One of the locals insisted we went to a beach called Horrocks Beach, so we took a bit of a detour down Stephens, Horrocks, Northampton Road Street, and yeah.
This beach was actually next level. The best part was it was so peaceful and quiet, we had it all to ourselves. There was no one in sight, and we just got to take in the serenity.
How's the serenity? So with Northampton and all of its serenity wrapped up, on we press to Cowberry.
I need a fix.
Yeah, I found a public toilet whilst Tabby was off exploring the coastline. These formations are called Island Rock and Natural Bridge, and are just outside of Cowberry. We thoroughly recommend giving them a look if you can't find anything else to do.
Maybe We both got things that we didn't ask for. I'm still glad that we gave it a go. I'm glad we didn't put it on hold. And well, did we get into something that we didn't sign up for? I'm still glad that we gave it a go. I'm glad we didn't put it on hold.
Would you get a load of the resort we stayed in? She's called Cowberry Edge Resort and she even had a spa bath. Get out of here. You're kidding. Look at her. Shoo!
Loving is easy. You had me fucked up.
Only downside was there was no oven. No oven? No worries, I reckon. Yeah. Gee whiz, that Brando bloke's pretty clever. A sneaky little sunset on the beach with a bit of a feed before one of us had a bit of business to take care of, and we called it a night. The next morning we woke up nice and early to beat the heat and started our journey to nature's window. All of a sudden I slammed on the old stoppers in Tabby's car and she had no idea why.
On time, so loving is easy. You have me fucked up.
Oh, what the f*** is that?
What that is an Australian thorny devil, and I have wanted to catch one of those bad boys since I was just a little tacker.
Please don't change a single little thing for me. Ooh,
So little old Brandy and Tabby finally arrived at the Nature's Window car park, and Jesus, even that was phenomenal. So the walk down's a bit of a downhill adventure, so if I was you I'd bring the all-terrains. Make sure you've either got the double plug of V2 or even the V3 if you can find them.
Tabby, where's this window? Can't find it. Can't find it.
There it is. Righto, with nature's tell-all being seeded by us, we decided to head to Z-Bend Gorge.
Geez, Tab, lucky you bought the all-terrains. Going down that ladder. Come on, too. Let's get it.
So there were two different tracks to take, one that was about 700 metres and one that was about 2 kilometres that went down to the actual river mouth. It was Tabby's birthday that day, so naturally I decided to do the longer one.
For someone that was so eager for the 2 kilometre track, you sure did spend a lot of time behind me.
The footage taken on my iPhone 7 really didn't do this place justice. It was pretty gorgeous. Gorgeous. Get it? Good. So what you can't see at the moment is I'm carrying an esky with about 10 litres of water in it. Maybe that's what Tabby is so far up in front. The little piece of So this is the look on Tabby's face when we finally made it to the bottom and she could stop walking. This is the look on my face when I didn't have to carry that big bloody esky anymore. Anyways, I'll keep quiet and let you all enjoy the serenity. Stupid piece of shit. The water was lovely, but a bit too green for the old ball and chain. Yeah, what an adventure. We headed back to Cowberry for one last night. Vlog 5, we're staying in Cowberry for a second night. We're off to go see Blue Pools. Blue Pools. This place was off chops, there were animals everywhere. I felt like I was in a bloody David Attenborough set. So that about wrapped up our time in Cowberry. Time to head back down to Perth. With a massive drive ahead of us, we were struggling to find things to keep us occupied, clearly. Enter shit stirring Brando. How you feeling after driving for an hour?
Stressed.
Why are you stressed?
Cars coming the other way.
Like that one?
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that big caravan?
Not great.
So we found our way around that little problem, and turns out all we had to do was just both fall asleep. Righto, well, all in all, that about wraps up our little trip. Thanks very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye! Yee-yee!